Hello everyone and welcome to this video where we are going to discuss the question get the common elements 1. Okay, so let us proceed. So in the question we have been given two arrays A1 and A2. A1 has n1 elements and A2 has n2 elements. So A1 and A2 have some common elements. What we have to do is print those common elements, but A1 might have repeated values. Okay, both A1 and A2 might have repeated values like this. Okay, and A2 can be 822 33 4 5 5 6 7. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to print common elements only once. Okay, so in this case let us see what are the common elements 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. What we have to consider here that there might be some numbers which are repeated in that array, so we don't have to print the repeated occurrences. What I mean by that is, let's see here 2 is 3 times and here 2 is 2 times. So one would think that 2 is common 2 times, so they so that we have to print 2 times. No, that is not correct. We only have to print common elements one time. That is, we have to ignore the duplicates. We have to ignore duplicates in this question. Okay, in the next question that we'll do after this, we have to consider duplicates too, but in this question we have to ignore them, so we only have to print all the commandments only once. So let us write a code for that. And how we are going to do this? We are going to do the same thing that we did in previous question. We are going to make a frequency map, and we are going to see if we are going to make a frequency map of A1. That is, all the elements of this would store in a hash map and along with their frequency, and I'll check while iterating through A2 if the elements of A2 are present in map or not. If the elements of A2 are present in map, that is A2 and A1 have common elements, I will print that element and I would remove it. Why remove it? Because that element has multiple occurrences. So if I don't remove it, it would be printed multiple times, but I only have to print one time. But so I have to use remove. Why we are doing this instead of just putting it once? Because the next question is very similar to this, and if we write like this, it would be very helpful to solve the next question. So let us just do that. Okay, take the first input. I'm going to take the array input, and while taking the array input, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in map 2. Okay, so let's see this, and first of all I have to declare map also. So hash map integer, I'm going to, since all the values in array integer, and integer also because key is also integer and values are also integer, because obviously frequencies are integer. So in hash map. Okay, now I'm going to take input. Here I have to write the brackets a1 I as sc.nextInt, and I'll check if it is already present in map or not. If map dot contains key a1 I, if it already contains it, I'm going to get the frequency. This frequency is equal to map dot get a1 I, and I'm going to update the frequency by map dot put a1 I comma frequency plus 1. Okay, and if it is not present, then I'm just going to put it in the map because this is the first occurrence of that element. Okay, So even I comma 1, the first occurrence. Now similarly, like I did this, I'm going to run a loop for n2 for another array. Replace this by 2. We don't need a map again. Yeah, I will write n2 and check. Here I will replace it by 2 and see if the map contains a to I. If it contains a to I, I'm going to print that system dot out. If the map contains a2, that means the array a1 also had that element. So that is our common element. It is one of them, one of the common elements. So I'm going to print that element, and the next important thing is I'm going to remove that element because we don't want to print the element again. Okay, with this. Okay, now I don't need this else. Let's see if our code runs. Forgot a bracket here. Here too. Not here. Here. So we are getting an index out of bound error. Maybe we okay, yeah. Here I have to check the change the size. When to. Okay, see, we are getting the correct answer. Let's submit it and confirm our code. So as you can see, all the test cases have been passed successful. So the code we have written is correct. So if you learn something new, don't forget to like and share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.